Shanghai, one of the great modern global cities. But behind the shining facade hide Shanghai's true gems, the people. Their lifestyles and customs have brought vigor and color to this once sleepy fishing village. In this episode, we immerse ourselves in the quintessential Shanghai way of life and explore what it really means to be a local Shanghainese.
Shanghai, Pearl of the Orient. Here the past meets the present and the future. Join Travelogue in Shanghai and stroll with us along the historic Bund. Feel the pulse of a sophisticated city that never sleeps. Come and experience Shanghai, the vibrant metropolis. For where to go and what to do in this iconic city where East meets West, watch Travelogue series from Shanghai.
I'm Greta Georges. This is Travelogue. Welcome to Shanghai. Now, in this episode, we're going to get to the local people's hearts and mind, and I've been told there's no better place to start than right here on this bridge, the Garden Bridge. Now, most Shanghainese will have their photo taken with the bun at the back, the Broadway mansion to the front, but without the pudong on the right, as it's a newly developed area. So join me on this journey as we find out what really makes Shanghai tick. Shanghai's most impressive mall lies along the banks where the Huangpu River converges with the Suzhou Creek. Here, glorious skyscrapers line the two famous rivers. And you won't be allowed to forget that Shanghai has not only the second busiest port, but also the biggest shipyard in the world. The locals are proud of this iconic site on the Bund and enjoy hanging out here. This is called Garden Bridge in English because of Huangpu Park, which is the first Western park in Shanghai. But locals here call this 外白渡桥, and it literally means getting a free passage. Now, you had to pay to get on the ferry, but when the bridge was built, it's completely free, and Shanghainese love a good deal. Built in 1906, 外白渡桥 is a convenient passage over Suzhou Creek. Back in 1937, the bridge was a barrier between the international settlement and the occupied Japanese part of the city.
Alright.
哎，你们为什么在？你们是上海人吗？
对啊，
对啊，那然后为什么你们会在这边拍照的？
这个外白渡桥嘛，上海人都会在这边拍照啊。
Whilst Pudong's vibrant neon lights and the Bund's architectural distinction always seem to steal the show, I'm told that the real Shanghai lies just behind all the skyscrapers. My friend Xiao Wei suggested that we meet at Laojie or Old Street, where we'll discover something of the city's humble past. To get there was just a short step from the Bund. Oh, 7 a.m. right now, and I'm supposed to meet my friend Xiao Wei. She's Shanghainese, and so she's going to take me around. But she told me to come real early because she said there's going to be lots of action this morning, so we'll just wait out.
Hi, Greta. Hi, Greta.
Hey!
Hi, how are you? Welcome to Shanghai.
Thank you.
I guess you're hungry.
I'm super hungry, man. You got me on an early schedule.
Yes, I bought you some Shanghai
Thank
style
you.
breakfast.
What is this?
Well, it's kind of crispy stick, but in Shanghainese we call it youchao.
It's not all for me, right?
Or you can have it if you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this, wow, it's like fried bread.
Yeah, something like that.
Shall we indulge?
I actually bought it there.
Old Street attracts lots of foreign visitors, drawn by the promise of a glimpse of old Shanghai before it became an economic powerhouse. Here, you can step back in time and witness old trades that still resist the pressure from the big malls. Saving for a rainy day is something most Shanghainese take to heart. So rather than buying a new umbrella or a pair of scissors, they choose the cheaper alternative and have it fixed. Since Shanghai is also notorious for its wet climate, umbrella repair is big business.
Wow, so this is what they do. They just kind of hang out their laundry in the middle of the street.
Yes, because in old Shanghai, people do not have so much space to live, and they don't have big balcony, so they have to hang their clothes outside. And I guess it's because of the space is quite narrow, that the neighbor relationship is quite close in such kind of area.
And it's quite interesting. It's like a secret labyrinth. There's like a lane and an alley within an alley. What do you call this again?
Oh, we call it Nongtang.
A longtang.
Yes.
Longtang. It's kind of an interesting concept because everything happens out in the street for the Shanghainese. And these people live in, I think, probably prime land, isn't it? Because we're right around the city as well.
If you come here like 20 years earlier, it's still the same thing.
And they're just hanging out. She's knitting over here, you know, sitting outside.
And they chat with each other.
That lady's just washing her hair. Can you see that? Let's just... Look at that right in front. She's washing her hair.
Yeah.
She's just scrubbing away, oblivious to the world. I mean, I would never do that.
Wutong Road? Yes. Remember that name?
Yeah.
But I really doubt if the taxi drivers know this place. It's such a small road.
They can't even get in, can they?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the pants here.
Pants and underwear. I'm getting used to this.
When I was a little kid, my parents will tell me when you pass those trousers, you need to jump 3 times. Otherwise, you won't grow tall.
Really?
Yes.
All right, then.
Yeah, let's go.
If I can even grow again. Hi, 你好。
好。
讲得蛮好嘞。
哎，今天有什么好菜？
The back alleys are Shanghai's link to its treasured past. In 1853, the British and French started building stone gate houses known as shikumen. Originally, they were constructed for individual families, but the reality now is that the living space houses entire communities. With the rapid pace of modernization, the quaint sight of chamber pots or matong being emptied in designated areas may well soon be a thing of the past.
See, Greta, this is the center for old Shanghai part.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we call it Chenghuang Miao, which means city god temple.
City god.
And it's a Taoist temple.
Located near the temple is Shanghai's famous Yuyuan, a snazzy shopping area where you can pick up authentic Shanghai goods. It's very different from the expanses of shiny tall buildings that you're used to seeing in this part of China. The bazaar has loads of genuine Chinese craft works, locally made silk cloth, and other delectable authentic Shanghai treats. One you must really try is wuxiangdou.
It has a history of 80 years already, and my grandfather, he will enjoy eating this with his rice wine.
The best place for a photo is in the Yuyuan Garden and this bridge. The zigzag design of the causeway is not for aesthetic reasons. The Chinese believe that creating a passageway like this can stop evil spirits from entering.
Oh, I simply love the architecture here. Old Chinese pavilions and shady trees.
Yeah, that's nice. You see the garden over there?
Yeah.
That's the Yu Garden we are going to.
Okay.
And after visiting the Yu Garden, we can go this restaurant for xiaolongbao.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And in the afternoon, if you wish, we can go to this Mid-Lake Pavilion for a cup of tea. Yeah?
Oh, let's get going.
Nice?
Yeah.
Go.
If you've had enough of the outdoors, you can enter the inner sanctuary of Shanghai's finest traditional garden.
Right.
It's so peaceful and tranquil here, and you know, just outside there's just hustle and bustle, and I feel like this is a little secret garden.
Yes, if you are now on a new planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Yu Garden, and geographically and mentally, this is the center of Shanghai. Like when you leave Shanghai for a long time, you always recall this place.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was it the same for you as well?
Well, to some extent, yes, because that's a reflection of all Shanghainese lifestyle.
Right.
You enjoy those operas on the singing stage right there, and you wander around the garden and smell the flowers at such a springtime.
Wow, you can really get that fragrance smell right now.
Wow,
Can you
isn't
just feel
that
it?
fabulous?
Yeah.
And you can even hear the birds singing, which is quite rare for downtown Shanghai. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, right now, this feels like we're in an ancient old Chinese painting.
Very
interesting.
Incredible.
Yeah.
This garden is a must-see. Its roots are planted firmly in the Ming Dynasty, when it was established by the fabulously rich Pan family. It took 18 years to create, ready to be presented as a birthday gift to the head of the family. During the Taiping Rebellion, the French fought a battle here after the concession came under attack, and the British camped right here in this prestigious garden.
Well, look at that, Greta.
What?
You see the stone right there?
That right one? Yeah, the one in the middle with lots of holes in it.
Yes, actually that's the most expensive treasure in this garden.
You kidding me?
I'm serious. There are almost hundreds of holes on that single rock, and it's all natural.
All right.
And if you put a water from the bottom of it, and the water will come out in each of the
That's
holes.
like a little mini waterfall.
Yeah, but not only to that, and if you have a pot with smoke, you put it downside of the rock, and the smoke will come out of each of the holes there.
So it's kind of like an art installation piece as well. What is it called?
It's called the exquisite jade rock,
Right.
and in Chinese it's called Yulinglong.
Having a local guide will really help, as you'll get useful nuggets of cultural and historical information.
Oh, look, there's a little baby cub over here as well.
Yes.
So she must be female.
You're right. And check this out.
What
It's going to
what
be.
are you doing?
Yeah, it's going to be cute. You get something?
Oh, yeah. I feel this little ball.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. This ball seems to be stuck right in the mouth. I can't seem to get it out.
Yeah, never think about it. You cannot get it out.
That's so interesting. Why is that?
Because it is not a putting ball,
Right.
but actually when a craftsman craft this lion, they just shape it inside.
I see. So
Yes.
it's like a model marvel engineering feat back in the
Right.
Ming Dynasty.
Right, that's very good technique,
Incredible.
isn't it?
It's really, really interesting.
Allow at least half a day to enjoy all the surrounding activity at the Yuyuan Garden, as you will find many surprises hidden away.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Wow.
I'm just wondering, why did they build this extra little slab of wall that separates the two?
Well, in fact, with every step you take, you
Yeah.
see different views.
Oh, you're right. Mine is definitely way different from yours. But why this window? I mean, what is this about?
Well, this is like a picture frame, and when you look out, you see a nice picture.
Oh, right. So is there a point to this? Like the boys walk on one side and the girls walk on the other?
Yes, it is said that the girls and the boys cannot get too close to each other.
Really?
So, but they can still talk like that.
And maybe they can even sneak a little kiss in.
Well, you bet it.
Yuyuan Garden clearly embodies the traditional Shanghai spirit, and it has been carefully restored and preserved. Walking through these lavish gardens, I feel it's a place where local Shanghainese can proudly claim as one of its own.
Oh, what is this?
Well, that's the most famous dim sum in the whole Yu Garden area.
You can actually smell it from here as well. What is it called?
It's called xiaolongbao, and it's like a steamed bun with pork and really nice soup.
Oh, shall we have some? Because it
Yeah.
smells really good.
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do we line up?
Wow, you see the queue there? Terrible.
So you always got to wait.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. We're going right to the back.
Yeah.
It doesn't even
endless.
stop.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we've got to wait probably about what, an hour?
Well, I guess 40 minutes.
Okay, so these better be really good.
Yeah. I bet it would be quite worthwhile to wait.
Right, let's get a spot before someone nicks it.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Stay and wait.
There's no lack of xiaochi or great snacks here in Shanghai. Probably the best known is the steamed bun or xiaolongbao, served by Nanxiang. It's cheap, good, and very popular. Here in Yuyuan Gardens area, you can also find other Shanghai treats like deep-fried pork buns and the infamous stinky tofu.
Wow. Finally our turn. Fantastic.
Really be careful because it's very hot inside.
Now, can you see the steam just coming out of it? All right, so how should I do it? Okay, little bite.
Yeah. And then you blow into it.
Just soup into it.
Blow into and then enjoy the soup.
Oh, wow.
then put the whole into your mouth.
There's good reason to arrive early, as that way you can beat the perpetual queues. But the dumplings are so good that you won't mind eating them standing up. Taking a stroll in the vicinity of your hotel is a good way to get a real insight into the daily lives of Shanghai people. So, kick-starting my day bright and early, I find a surprisingly relaxed side to the city. In cosmopolitan Shanghai, you find a range of hotels anywhere from 3 stars to 6 stars. Now, every once in a while, you deserve a little pampering and something out of the ordinary. Most boutique hotels are converted from old homes to fabulous dwellings. And I picked this one in particular because it sings to my heart, and home is, after all, where the heart is. It gets really cozy. Le Sun is tucked away in a discreet lane sandwiched between Shanghai's old British and French concessions. In these tranquil surroundings, this historic estate was designed with an English rural retreat of the 1930s in mind. The 24 guest rooms mimic the European lifestyle of old Shanghai. Well, I'm back to jump on the internet to get some directions, but I thought I'll show you this. Check this out. This is my living room. What I love about it, it's got kind of 1930s art decoration. You know, you feel like you can almost throw like a little party around here, invite some friends. That's why it doesn't feel like a hotel. It feels like my home. Check out my bedroom. Le Sun was once the home of the famous Sun family of Shanghai. You'll be greeted by a butler at the door rather than a conventional check-in desk. This is one of the charms of this exclusive boutique hotel. After resting my feet, I decided to check out Longhua Temple before meeting Xiao Wei. Longhua Temple sits right smack in the middle of the city, and it's the biggest and busiest Buddhist temple in Shanghai. 2 other temples worth visiting are Jing'an and Jade Buddha temples. The city also has a number of historic Western-style churches. The oldest member of the religious club, Longhua Temple, can claim to have witnessed the entire development of this city, since it dates back 1,700 years and houses a priceless 10th century pagoda. Many of the buildings in the monastery have been refurbished and restored, but the temple still reveals an authentic Song dynasty architectural design.
Yeah, look, this is the bell tower.
Nice.
Yeah, let's go in.
Stairs are quite steep.
Yes, you really need to be careful.
Careful here. You alright?
You know, this magnificent bell has been here for ages, ever since Qing Dynasty.
Qing Dynasty.
Yeah, it's famous for making your best wishes here and knock the bell. It's like a tradition for Shanghainese people during New Year's time.
Oh, this must be the bell that I read about, that if you haven't been to Longhua Temple, if you haven't rung this bell. Can I do the honors?
Sure.
可以吗？
可以。
好吧。All right.
Okay, now the very first one goes. Make it the right one.
Okay, I'll make it a good one.
Yeah. Ooh, not bad.
1.
Wow, that's a one.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Woo, that's cool.
The best time to visit Longhua Temple is on the 3rd day of the 3rd lunar month. That's when the peach trees are in full blossom and a spectacular temple fair is held. Many locals believe this place to be auspicious, a claim you can test for yourself by striking the 3.3-ton bronze bell 3 times in the 3-story bell tower.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling really hungry right now.
Wow, then you got to have the best vegetarian food here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Longhua Vegetarian Restaurant is well known for its ingenious ways of cooking up a sumptuous buffet spread. The Shanghai people's eating habits have been changing in recent years, and they now embrace more organic and healthy foods. Most of those who eat at these restaurants have been encouraged to become vegans by their Buddhist faith.
This is really delectable and delicious. I mean, it's so intricate.
Yes, you know, the food in Lunghua Temple area has always been famous.
Wow.
Like, Shanghainese always came here for vegetarian noodles. And like this restaurant, it's more like a fusion of vegetarian food.
Because this looks very modern to me as well.
Yeah, you have Chinese and Western style. Just enjoy that.
With this crowd of followers giving their stamp of approval to Longhua Vegetarian Restaurant, you can have no doubts about the quality and its reputation as one of the best in town. Chinese vegetarian cooking makes plenty use of bean curd to create a wide variety of mock meat dishes. So if you're missing the flavor of meat, rest assured you won't be losing out there. The food fair here at Longhua has a long-standing history, but it's been given an ultra-modern touch. And here's something for the ladies that follow that same philosophy.
And I decided to get something really exciting for myself, and Kelly suggested I get a tea pao.
Yeah, and here's the shop. Wow, look at that.
Lovely.
Yes.
You know, I heard that all girls in Shanghai would have one of these tea pao.
Yeah, in fact, you know, I have my own tea pao, but even for my grandmother, she has her tea pao.
She does?
Yes.
Wow, so it's a trendy, fashionable thing. It's also traditional.
Well, I guess for my generation, it's more like a fashion icon. Like for this kind of style, it can go well with your jeans or even legging. You can go to a club like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's really nice. I can so see that
party
on you.
queen.
Awesome. I think I should try some. I want to actually make one for myself.
Yeah, they do have tailor in the shop. Maybe we can go and talk to them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You can truly be the belle of the ball with these intricate designs. There has been a big revival of the tea pao, and now it's back as a stylish party dress.
谢谢。嗨，师傅你好，你好，是可以在这边做旗袍吧？
可以啊。
Okay. 帮他量一下。
Okay, measurements.
Let me take your bag.
Scary. This is what a girl's got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
So, 师傅，如果我要做旗袍的时候，需要几天呢？
一般性需要1个星期到10天。
Not too bad,
可以的。
但是如果他回去可以寄过国外，
我们可以邮寄的。一般性我们量的尺寸比较合体，你放心好了。
It's dinner time and we're going cheap and cheerful. This place also guarantees to appeal to Shanghai's own stamp of East meets West food fan.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Oh, it's interesting. Hey.
Yeah.
It's nothing like what I've expected it to be. I mean,
I'm sure it looks quite different from whatever food you've taken in Western countries.
exactly. So how old is this restaurant?
Well, for this new restaurant, it has a history of more than 70 years. I remember when I was a little kid, I came here with my family almost every weekend.
Right. You know what? It's really interesting. I mean, did the decor change in any way? Because it still looks very, I don't know, original.
Yes,
you know?
it is. It really is. If you came here like 20 years before, it's still the same.
Right, let's have a look. You know what I noticed is the way they've laid out the serviettes, the spoon, the knife, and the fork.
Yes, it's quite casual, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's really cheap, by the way. If I came here with my friend, it's probably like 70 RMB for 2 people.
75 for 2 people. I can't believe it. How cheap is cheap?
You just see here, you got vegetable salad for 85.
That is awesome.
Yes, and also this is my favorite soup. It's tomato soup with beef, and it's only 9.
That is a bargain.
You can't believe it, right?
Oh.
And they also serve very traditional kind of steak, like you see T-bone steak.
Right.
Check out the price.
38 kwai.
You're never gonna believe it.
Yeah,
right?
so this is Shanghainese Western food, and it's different.
Yes, exactly.
Expect to enjoy reasonably priced cuisine. And the best part about this place, it's a favorite haunt for the locals.
Yummy.
Shanghai's dazzling array of local culture is mixed in one huge melting pot. The more I soak up Shanghai's uniqueness, the more I feel my curiosity and sense of wonder increasing. Even as this city continues to stride towards the future, I feel that its past is pushing it firmly in the direction of a more dynamic cultural and financial hotspot.
There's a traditional saying that goes, Shanghai is like the emperor's ugly daughter. She never has to worry about her suitor. So, love her or hate her, you simply cannot ignore her. Shanghai's evocative past has created a can-do and a can-spend spirit. While the Longtang embodies the traditions, Shanghai's culture is still evolving and ever-changing, just like its cityscape. Well, putting its own unique stamp on it. I've been Shanghaied, and so should you too. This is Travelogue, and I'll see you the next time.
Shanghai, Pearl of the Orient. Here the past meets the present and the future. Join Travelogue in Shanghai and stroll with us along the historic Bund. Feel the pulse of a sophisticated city that never sleeps. Come and experience Shanghai, the vibrant metropolis. For where to go and what to do in this iconic city where East meets West, watch Travelogue series from Shanghai.
拍照的。
这个外白渡桥嘛，上海人都会在这边拍照啊。
Whilst Pudong's vibrant neon lights and the Bund's architectural distinction always seem to steal the show, I'm told that the real Shanghai lies just behind all the skyscrapers. My friend Xiao Wei suggested that we meet at Laojie or Old Street, where we'll discover something of the city's humble past. To get there was just a short step from the Bund.
Oh, 7 a.m. right now, and I'm supposed to meet my friend Xiao Wei. She's Shanghainese, and so she's going to take me around. But she told me to come real early because she said there's going to be lots of action this morning, so we'll just wait out. Hi, Greta. Hi, Greta. I'm Greta Georges. This is Travelogue. Welcome to Shanghai. Now, in this episode, we're going to get to the local people's hearts and mind, and I've been told there's no better place to start than right here on this bridge, the Garden Bridge. Now, most Shanghainese will have their photo taken with the Bund at the back, the Broadway Mansion to the front, but without the Pudong on the right, as it's a newly developed area. So join me on this journey as we find out what really makes Shanghai tick.
Shanghai's most impressive mile lies along the banks, where the Huangpu River converges with the Suzhou Creek. Here, glorious skyscrapers line the two famous rivers, and you won't be allowed to forget that Shanghai has not only the second busiest port, but also the biggest shipyard in the world. The locals are proud of this iconic site on the Bund and enjoy hanging out here.
This is called Garden Bridge in English because of Huangpu Park, which is the first Western park in Shanghai. But locals here call this Wai Bai Du Qiao, and it literally means getting a free passage. Now, you had to pay to get on the ferry, but when the bridge was built, it's completely free, and Shanghainese love a good deal.
Built in 1906, Wai Bai Du Qiao is a convenient passage over Suzhou Creek. Back in 1937, the bridge was a barrier between the international settlement and the occupied Japanese part of the city.
Alright. 哎，你们为什么在？你们是上海人吗？对啊，对啊。那然后为什么你们会在这？
Shanghai, one of the great modern global cities. But behind the shining facade hides Shanghai's true gems, the people. Their lifestyles and customs have brought vigor and color to this once sleepy fishing village. In this episode, we immerse ourselves in the quintessential Shanghai way of life and explore what it really means to be a local Shanghaiense.